Hello everyone on YouTube. If you don't know what's going on, I just got my PhD yesterday, and we're streaming some Dekkaru Cube. Let's put the chat in here so we can see you guys. Why is the chat not showing up? There we go. Dr. Gannon, here we go. And the Dekkaru Cube, there'll be a link in the description, or you can just look it up. It looks pretty interesting. It's made by the guy who made Cube Cobra, and let's just jump into it. I know nothing about it really, other than it's like an actually designed cube, and we're right into a pack. Okay, let's get Twitch chat somewhere in a reasonable location. And so we got, okay, so this is definitely not a peasant cube. There's an Elish Norn and things like that. This looks a lot of fun already. So I see Elish Norn. I love Fevered Visions. Fevered Vision is so fun. Chart of Course, Simic Signet. I mean, Misty Rainforest is also nice. Jundasaur, thank you so much for the tier 1 subscription. I'll explain the PhD in a second. I got to get through this first pack, and then we'll talk about all that, and I can answer questions and stuff. But I've never drafted this cube, so we want to have at least a somewhat reasonable deck here. So Flash looks to be an archetype because there's a Night Pack Ambusher. I imagine Signets are pretty strong in... I don't think this is a powered cube, but probably similar to the Legacy cube. I think I'm just going to start with Misty Rainforest, stay open, and just kind of see what the packs show me. Update every social media to say Dr. Caleb Gannon. Yeah, we can do that. I'm going to take the fetch. We'll go from there. Okay, there's another Scalding Tarn. Prismatic Lens I like quite a bit. Grim Haruspex. What does this card do? Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, draw a card. And it's a morph. Okay, that seems cool. I love Metamorph. Spectral Sailor is fun. What's up, Doc? Welcome, Combatable Wombat. I like Wombats. So I actually mentioned Wombats in my PhD defense, which is kind of funny. Also corgis, as one does. I feel like whenever I'm drafting a new format and I don't know what to do, I generally lean towards taking fixing, although Prismatic Lens is fixing and ramp, which is pretty hard to turn down here, although Cultivate is kind of the same thing. PhD in dogs. I wish. Okay, there are no original duels. Thank you, Coconuts. That makes the fetches quite a bit worse then. So I think here I'm just going to take Prismatic Lens. Mono red being in this cube, mono red is like generally one of the best archetypes, so it's always good to look out for that. Yeah, there will be a video on my dissertation defense, and I'll explain it, but sorry, I didn't anticipate how difficult it would be drafting a cube I've never seen before and explaining a bunch of stuff to you guys. So we'll go through all of the questions about the PhD when I have more time, like deck building and stuff. The short answer is I got my degree technically in optical sciences, but most of my work was on like pure math or computer science, basically methods to do design. And then the designs that I did happened to be designing optical systems. I'm looking at Confluence. I think this card is very, very good. And Winding Way is one of my pet cards for Pauper. What is this card? 2 mana, 2/1, first strike Renown. And if it's Renowned, it pumps your team. That actually seems pretty nice, but obviously here we're just going to take the Confluence. Go from there. Ooh, I like this cube a lot, actually. So far, I haven't seen any cards that are pretty bad. When I said methods, you thought I said meth heads. I did not design any of that stuff. Don't worry. This was not a chemistry degree. Okay, Inquisition is good. Blue doesn't seem to be super open. Orzhov Signet does help us. Real talk, at Caleb Gannon at MTG, you'd probably be perfect in my company. I don't want to say their name on Twitch, though, since a lot of their stuff is hush-hush. You can probably DM me on Twitter or Instagram and we can talk from there, I guess. Although I'm not really looking for a job right now, but I'll always at least look at it. I like Signet or River. I think I'm going to take Signet just to see if like Signet Ramp is a good archetype in this cube. Ooh, Rurik Thar the Unbowed, not Unhallowed. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell. So that doesn't go so well with our Signets in Mystic Confluence, huh? I'm not doing a postdoc, no. I'm starting my own company. Well, attempting to start my own company. Yeah, we're not taking Rurik Thar, but I like it. Thalia being open is pretty interesting too. Strategic planning, so I guess there's a Graveyard Matters archetype because you would only play this in that deck. I don't know if I'm going to take the Mana Dork, although Blue-Green Ramp could get there. We're going to take Aether Hub. And, no, okay, we'll take Sabotage. I was going to take Aether Hub, but taking this seems better. Ooh, Kolaghan's Command. Faith's Fetters, Plague Engineer is also very good. So what is our fixing for? A whole lot of different stuff. Oh man, this is what happens when I draft and don't focus too hard right now. We'll get there though. We're gonna take Faith Fetters. I think I like it more than Plague Engineer, although there seems to be a tokens theme, so having the Engineer is pretty nice. This is just a general answer to a lot of things. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I will take Plague Engineer. It's kind of like a permanent board wipe, which is pretty nice. Kolaghan's Command would be good if we had creatures, because the main appeal of that card is like, you know, getting back creatures, but at this point we're just going to take the Engineer. There's a Blood Crypt, Collective Brutality, a Caravan, and then some stuff we don't care about. There's a Delirium and Self-Mills Thassa's Oracle. Ooh, and War of the Spark Jace. I'm excited about that. Misty Rainforest currently does not work with any of these two fetches. We could take Brutality. It is very versatile, but I think I'm going to take the Brutality, actually. Because there are these lands. Ooh, an Enclave Cryptologist. That's pretty good. And Giant Killer. 3 mana, destroy a creature with power 4 or greater, and then you can tap stuff down. But I think here we need to take Vetted Pools. This is kind of the perfect duel. Hey, Caleb, good luck on your draft. Thank you, Hurtikor. Yeah, if I went aggro, this would have been really good, but I was kind of distracted, and generally when I draft a cube or a new format, I like to just take a bunch of fixing and like a multicolored powerful cards just to get a feel for what the speed of the format is. Because then I can decide if aggro is like a very good thing that I should be looking for or not. So like, you know, we're taking all of these cards and we're about to decide, is Elesh Norn or a Darker Wastes a good play here? Although we could take Phyrexian Arena, I guess. I do that anyways. That's also probably true. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, V3. I like Arena, I like Elesh Norn and the Wastes, but I think this is probably just a Phyrexian Arena right here. Caleb G stream hype. Okay. Probably just gonna take Spectral Sailor. It's pretty good and it goes well with like holding up counter spells and then drawing stuff. You're welcome. I love your YouTube content. Thank you so much. Caleb helped me with my complex analysis homework. I actually really enjoy complex analysis. So, you know, if you have questions, we can maybe do them later. I don't know. Wow. Okay. Aggro is completely open. Maybe I switch. Is it too late to switch into aggressive strategy? I don't know. Like, all of these cards seem very good. I'm going to take P and Kieran because it has the highest upside. Wow. We got Inquisition back. I mean, wow. All right. I think we should probably be drafting aggro here because that's what the packs are telling us to do. I'm just not sure how we're going to make that work yet. And I think red was incorrect. It should be white. So it's possible we just completely abandon our blue cards and draft some type of Mardu aggro thing. I'm not sure. You think it's too late, but it might not necessarily be too late. I'm not saying that's for sure going to happen. I'm just saying it's something to look out for. Although there's Agent of Treachery, Approach of the Second. There's Cruel Ultimatum. Okay, I love this cube. I actually really like this cube. Crypt Breaker is actually pretty nice. I think, let's see. I don't know if I necessarily want to go red, but maybe some type of blue-black tempo. I kind of want to take Crypt Breaker. Crypt Breaker is good in mid-range and aggro. Rune Raider is also pretty good. Thalia is fine, but we're not really in white. Like, I know white was kind of open, but I think I'm going to go for Crypt Breaker. If we were playing this big control strategy, Agent is good, but take the 1-drop. Ooh, there's a Consecrated Sphinx. Okay, because this card really helps with the flash strategy. So we have these two like random dorks here that let us play a cheap creature and then just hold up mana so that we can, you know, utilize our counter magic and things like that. And then if they don't do anything, we can spend this right now to make a token or tap zombies to draw a card. I think I like the Sphinx more than Chupacabra, but these three are very good. You could potentially take Caves or Alchemy. I have no idea what this card is. Attacking creature has Death Touch, and whenever a creature deals combat damage, draw a card. That's kind of cool, but we're going to take Sphinx. Glint Sleeve Siphoner is good. I like that card a bit. Gotta hop off now, but good luck with the draft. Thanks, Sleepy Jack. This will be on YouTube as well, so don't worry about that. Can't watch right now because of work. Don't worry, it'll be on YouTube, so that's cool. Looter is kind of cool too, but I like the Menace here. If we have the mana for Tide Hollow, but I don't think that's true. I think we're pretty much just blue-black, and I think this kind of goes with our current strategy pretty well. So I'm going to take this. Ooh, Miscalc. Miscalc is very good. Rites of Initiation is interesting, although I could take a Watery Grave, because Watery Grave is going to really help the mana. I mean, I'm at school and in a Zoom call right now. Yeah, I mean, you can just mute your Zoom thing. So I'm not recommending ditching your studies to watch me stream, but I appreciate that you're here. I'm deciding between these two, basically. Cast down is good too, I think, and I don't think we're going to be cackling, but it's an option. I'm probably going to take, let's see, we have some double colored cards. I'm going to take Watery Grave. It seems we have all these like 1-drops we want to cast, like Thoughtseize now. So taking the early fixing seems a little bit more important here. We can take Thoughtseize, Canyon Slough, another Elspeth, Unearth. Windfall is a card I've not seen in Cube for a while. That's pretty interesting, but we're going to take Thoughtseize. No, Windfall, it's good, but more in like a combo-centric deck. Not so much this deck. I do like Obnixilis. Obnixilis is some value. There is a Leovold Narset Wheellocks archetype. Okay, that's good to know about. I think we're drafting more towards like a blue-black mid-range type deck, rather than like a combo deck. I like Obnixilis, and I really actually do like Wretched Confluence a lot. You can get back 3 creatures, but a 5-mana Planeswalker that can just tick up to draw cards seems a little bit better. Especially for what this deck is kind of trying to do. Looks like I should go Storm. I mean, we're basically there, right? I like the Freebooter, and Playcrafter is okay, but Freebooter is good. Godpharaoh's Gift is interesting. I think 7 mana is a little bit too much, but we're going to take Freebooter. Just get a lot of good hand disruption, and then go from there. Ooh, Crashing Footfalls is in here. So this is a 2-mana 2/1 flyer. When it attacks, it kind of makes something unable to block, essentially. But Cut is good. How much removal do we have? Basically none. Grey Merchant is fine. I don't think I'm going to cut it or take it. And I think this card is fine. So I'm going to take Murderous Cut, because we do need a little bit more removal here. Cruel Ultimatum. Dreadhorde Butcher is a 2-mana 1/1 haste. Whenever it hits the opponent, you put a counter on it, and when it dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Yeah, we don't have to be blue. We could go red, and Dreadhorde Butcher is pretty nice. The other option is Mishra's Factory. I'm not playing Ultimatum, though. Like, it's just way too expensive. I'll take the Butcher just in case, but I'm not really going to play either one of those. Just red felt a little bit open, so if we do end up splashing a color, it's probably going to be red. What is this card? Whenever it attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking, and then return the card to your hand. So you don't get attacking triggers. There is Settle the Wreckage. I think I'm going to take Caves of Koilos, just for a little bit of fixing in case we do want to add white. Like take something like Tidehollow Sculler here. Would be pretty nice in the deck. There is Zergo, but let's see. Yeah, I'm going to speculate on this. I think it's better than Zergo and all that. There's a Hellrider. Hellrider is pretty good. There's also a Rakdos Cackler and a Dread Return. This is not quite Modern Cube, Waddle's MTG. I think I'm going to take... Is that even good? I don't think we need a Dread Return. I'm going to take Hellrider. Then Unearth. Could get there. Fight with Fire versus Ancestral Blade. I think red is just open. So I think I might make the transition into black-red if we can get there. Otherwise, we might go mono-black. Dread Return is amazing. It seems good if you can make a lot of tokens, but in this deck, it doesn't do a whole lot. I mean, at least, maybe I'm wrong, but as far as I can tell. Ink Eyes. This might be the cube where Ink Eyes is actually playable. Smallpox. Is that good in our deck? I think Smallpox is probably going to come around. We've been cutting black pretty hard. So I don't think I take Smallpox. Even if I want it, it should wheel. And it's not, like, amazing. Crater Maker is good. Godless Shrine can help with our black-white fixing. I think I'm going to take the duel and then try and wheel Ink Eyes, Smallpox, or Niv Mizzet. Some cards we're probably not going to play, but there's like a slight potential. Ooh, I like Scrapheap Scrounger here. Unburial Rites is a very good use for our white mana. Take Niv Madness, no problem. I get it. Ooh, Judith. Actually, yeah, Judith is kind of... Oh, this is hard. Oh, no. Well, I don't know if we're going Grixis. Like, we could just cut blue, right? Our blue cards are good, but the red cards kind of fit what we're trying to do a little bit better. So Judith is great, but she might wheel. Scrapheap Scrounger is a colorless creature that's going to help kind of no matter what deck we end up in. It's good in aggro, it's good with black mana, and things like that. We could take Fiery Islet or whatever, and that can let us put more blue cards in the deck, but I think I'm going to take Scrap Heap's Grounger to stay open. It's good in black, and then go from there. Ophiomancer I like. What even is this? 6 mana, 4/5 flyer. Non-Archon creatures have base power and toughness 3/3, and you make some humans. Okay, so that's good if you have a lot of tokens. It pumps up everything. There's a Terminate if we want to go in red, but I think Ophiomancer is probably Albert Einstein. What? A lot of weird things going on over there. I think Ophiomancer is probably what we want to take because it's going to be good no matter what. Although Doomblade is interesting too. This makes tokens. That's pretty huge. But we don't really, like, red is a speculation right now. We don't really have that good of red's fixing. So I think I'm going to take Ophiomancer. And then there's 2 removal spells that we're trying to wheel. So hopefully we can get at least one of them. But, you know, probably not both. Consuming Vapors. Hero's Downfall and a Mole Drifter. This is probably a Mole Drifter deck, kind of regardless of whether or not we end up playing blue. We have 1, 2, 3 blue sources here. So I think I like maybe taking Mole Drifter. Otherwise, Vapors and Downfall are also quite good. But let's see. We have Thoughtseize, Inquisition, Brutality. We actually don't have that much removal. I'm gonna take the Drifter. It's hard to pass up on so much value. Ooh, a Low Strider. I love Apocryphite. Oh, this is one of my favorite cards. I think this is in here because of the Wildfire synergies. I'm moving these over here somewhere. This is like the heavy speculation. It'll be in the sideboard, I guess. And we'll go from there. It's been messy, but not the worst thing. So you create a goat. You can sacrifice creature to scry. Good with Ophiomancer. Good with kind of a lot of things we have going on. And Apocryphite might come around. There's also Mentor of the Meek. So I have pretty decent white fixing. So I could put a Mentor in my deck. And that can let us draw a ton of cards. But I think I'm going to play it safe. We don't know if we're there. Ooh, Doom Whisperer. That's actually kind of perfect. Also exclude. What is this? There's so many things here. Mentor would be a slam if I knew exactly what colors I wanted to be. I haven't committed, but I think probably we're just going to be blue-black. We have the fixing there. And we have enough playables to make blue-black work. Like right now we have 22 playables. And we could even put in like a Tide Hollow Sculler if we need to. I like Doom Whisperer. This card is a 12/12. That's good if you have a lot of tokens. There's also an Exclude. An Exclude is a very strong card, but I think a 6/6 Flying Trample Surveil is probably good. Ooh, Drowned Catacomb. Pact of Negation. Yeah, I can take some white cards, and probably Mentor would have been good, but I think when you say I have good white fixing, you mean I have 3 white fixings here. Definitely not taking Smokestacks. It's between Pact and Drowned Catacomb. I'm just going to take the Catacomb because we need the fixing. Dread Wanderer is okay. Fumigate's fine, but Mesmeric Fiend actually kind of fits this strategy. Opponent's just not going to have a hand. I don't think we really need Chalice, although our curve is kind of weird. We have a bunch of 2 and 3s and then 5s and literally no 4-drops. I'm just going to take the Fiend. Smallpox, Kaya's Guile. So they make opponent sacrifice a creature, exile cards from the graveyard, make a spirit, and gain 4 life. That's interesting. Mindstone's okay. Smallpox is fine. We have a couple things that are good with it, and that makes them discard a card, but I think I'm leaning towards Kaya's Guile because it's an instant, and it kind of does what we want. Unburial Rites is interesting too. So yeah, I think we're kind of giving up on the Red Dream just because we don't have anywhere near the fixing. Well, Smallpox kills the land, but you lose the land in the process, so it's not like amazing. I think I'm just going to speculate on rights here. Go from there. If we end up in a really grindy matchup, that card's going to be nice. I can take the Naga now. Ooh, Siren Clearing? That helps with our white mana, which I like kind of a bit, and we can sacrifice it to draw. So that's good. Sure. I'm not going to play this. Take a Thran Dynamo from someone. There's our Smokestack. We did it. Have I gotten Braids yet? Is Braids in this cube? Because if Braids is in this cube, then it would be so good in this deck. So Shrine is bad in this deck for sure. Mr. Gannon. Dr. Gannon, to you. Thank you very much. No, it's cool. I don't really care too much. So Unearth is CMC 3 or less. That actually does seem very good. Finally, someone puts Black Braids in the cube. Alright, I already like this cube. it looks well constructed. Like I didn't see any cards in there that were like, why is this in here? Even Ink Eyes seemed okay because this isn't Vintage Cube. What do I cut? I think I want to cut one of these 5s. Although I guess this is like a 2-drop. Muldrifter is kind of like a 3-drop. Confluence is great. I'm leaning towards this Prismatic Lens. I've been in the Pauper subreddit. You got your PhD yesterday. Thank you so much, Book. I appreciate it. Dr. Ganon sounds so much less chill than Caleb G. So you can call me whatever you want. I prefer Caleb Ganon, but because I just graduated yesterday, I guess as a meme you can call me Dr. Ganon, and then we can go back to normal life in like a day or 2. Cut Fiend. I kind of like Fiend. It is a bad top deck, but we have all these good early plays. I like Arena, Woe Strider, Ophiomancer, cut Plague Engineer. That's interesting. I can side in Plague Engineer once I know what they're doing, and it does cost 3, but it has so much upside. What if I cut Woe Strider? Manage the battlefield, make an 0-1 white goat. This gives me a sack outlet, which is good with Mesmeric Fiend. Yeah, I think I like Plague Engineer. What if I cut Sinister Sabotage? It's double blue, so that makes my mana a lot better. And I already have a bunch of counter magic or disruption, so I don't really need counter magic. I just want proactive cards. I think I'm just gonna cut Sinister Sabotage. The Ganon Cannon. Thank you so much, Gil Gordo. Feels great to have a PhD. And in that case, I mean, it feels great to be done. Like, it doesn't feel any different to actually have a PhD versus not. The only difference is now I can do what I want. So, let's see. I have 2 white cards. Wait, do I want this Naga? Hang on, let me look at this. A 3-1 ninja. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you make a token that's a copy of it. Hi Caleb, glad to catch you live. I've been binging your YouTube the past couple weeks to help you survive finals. Thank you for all the content. Thank you so much for tuning in. I think... What if I play this Naga? I have a lot of creatures with good enter the battlefield effects, like Plague Engineer, Muldrifter, Mesmeric Fiend. Yeah, I kind of like missed student aggro. How's my student loan debt looking? So because I got a PhD in science, or like STEM, I actually got paid to do my research. So that didn't, you know, it wasn't too bad. It's just undergrad I still have student loan from, which is pretty substantial because I went to an expensive undergrad. But that's cool, that's cool. Okay, so as far as colored mana sources go, we have not that much blue, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need another island, I think, if we're trying to hit double blue, because I have a lot of black sources. Watery Grave. So now black mana I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 black sources. Yeah, black mana is great here. White mana we have 1. I don't think Misty gives me white, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sources for literally 1 white card. Hey Caleb, you never would have guessed it, but I'm chaotic for Discord. Crazy. Yes, your name is completely different, so I could never recognize it. What if I cut Tidehollow Scholar for Sinister Sabotage, and then I can just not play these white mana? That makes my mana a lot better. Like, we want it early, but then I don't have to play white. I can even cut this Orzhov Signet. I guess I don't have anything to bring in, though. Let's see, does this cycle? I can sack this to draw a card. Coconuts feels betrayed. Uh-oh. Oh, for chaotic. Yeah, that makes sense. This is hard. I don't know what my last card should be. Because this is 18 lands, which is kind of too much. Tidehollow Scholar makes the curve so much stronger. I think I'm just going to play Scholar. And I can cut 2 swamps to add Sunbaked Canyon for white mana. Obviously cut a swamp for this Godless Shrine and Caves of Koilos. And then I get to put in Orzhov Signet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white sources. Seems okay to me. Yeah, let's run it. See you guys round 1. All right, we are here for round 1. Hi from Belgium. Big fan. Love your way of drafting. Thank you. I play green, just not in Vintage Cube. When am I going to talk about my company? We can talk about it now, after I decide to keep this hand, because it's pretty good. So yeah, what I'm trying to do for the next couple months is I've been developing... This is like way too technical for most people to care about, but I'll talk about it anyway. I've been building a ray tracer that's super, super fast to be used for doing optical design. So it's a really fast ray tracer that's coupled with some like AI design techniques to help speed up the process. And it works really well if you're trying to design like mirror systems or The big thing I'm making it for is it makes designing complex geometries like VR goggles a lot more simple. So I'm hoping to get in touch with some VR companies, or I'm already in touch with them, but the hope is eventually I can make it and sell it, or make it into something they would be interested in and then sell it to them and go from there. Ooh, their deck looks sweet. Let's see. Chemster's Insight. So they just have a ton of card draw and a Supreme Verdict, which is something I should look out for. Here I'm going to take Condescend because it's their only form of interaction for like a while. I think this is probably one of our best matchups, depending on what they draw into, just because we can completely tear apart their hand here. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, Ski306. I appreciate it. They played an island, okay. Oh wow, yeah, they need double planes for Sphinx. So I can play Drowned Catacomb untapped. And I don't actually need to play Kitesail Freebooter because I can't cast anything yet. So I'm going to play the Siphoner now so I can start drawing cards. And then if they play a planes, no way. They drew a counterspell? Come on! Alright, I mean, I guess so. Oh boy. This is my life. Oh, but they didn't draw lands. Okay. Well, that's fine, I guess. I'm just going to get down the Freebooter. Yeah, I guess I'm fine with them not drawing lands. Hello, future me from YouTube. Hello, future me from YouTube. Oh no, dismiss. Okay. Did they draw more bounce into the Royal? Okay. I think that's fine. And I don't get to do anything. All right. Congrats on the doctorate. Thank you, Pizza. I appreciate it. And they draw a castable card. What is this nonsense? Man, their hand lined up very well against mine. Ooh, but I get to do this. I'm just gonna cast the Naga, I think. Although I can freebooter and double spell here. I kind of maybe like double spelling instead. Let's go freebooter. Dismiss their hand. Look at their hand. And I think from this hand we're going to take... The only card they could reasonably cast here is Treasure Cruise. I'm going to reset this anyway, so... and then I can... Oh gosh, why did it do that? And then we're going to Collective Brutality their hand. And I guess I take Supreme Verdict, because that's their only sort of interaction here. Supreme Verdict. So they have Sphinx's Rev and Chemister's Insight. Next turn we're going to reset the freebooter and then recast it and then go from there. Yeah, I want Naga before they have creatures, but I can still hit because it has ninjutsu. So I basically want to... They drew Azorius Signet. Man, they have drawn very, very well. But we can Naga here. So we attack. We get 2 3/1s. Ninjutsu. And the reason for doing this is I didn't have another play this turn anyway. And I just wanted to look at their hand and be able to like change my decision. I still think taking Treasure Cruise makes the most sense. And I guess I'm just going to play this untapped because I'm going to have to do it anyway. Because they can cast Treasure Cruise pretty easily here, but might as well. Take this. Go ahead. And next turn we're going to get a ton of Nagas. Hippity hoppity, your hand is my property. It's going pretty well, Nichu. We are currently... We've thought seized our opponent like 6 times. We have these things that are going to make a bunch of tokens, and then we're about to jam a Consecrated Sphinx against an opponent who only has card draw in hand. Although they have drawn exceptionally well here, all things considered. But I think they're just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's play this. And their Supreme Verdict is gone, so I'm just going to jam Consecrated Sphinx. Free combat because I know their hand. This forces them to cast Chemster's Insight right now. Yeah. And then... You know, if they happen to find a board wipe, sure. But at least I get to draw 2 cards off the Sphinx. So that's gone. Make a token, make a token. Next turn's going to be crazy, although they're going to be dead at that point. Maybe I should not have played Consecrated Sphinx. Yeah, I'm Dr. Light. It's definitely not psychology. My PhD is in optical sciences. Okay, yeah, this hand's pretty nice. This cube is actually really sweet. It's like a in-between Modern and Legacy. And by that I mean it's actually a designed cube for a real purpose. It's the Dekkaru Cube, so they're mental noting themselves and conceding. Okay. I think what they wanted to do was mental note me to get more information, because they just showed me they have Sinister Sabotage. I think this is almost one of the best possible matchups we could have, and I want to be a little bit more aggressive, but I guess I pretty much am already there, so let's just run it back. Oh, it doesn't target Okay, mental note is not thought scour. That makes sense. Ooh, this hand is nice. I think I'm actually gonna turn one Crypt Breaker because it gets like beneath all of their counter magic. Oh man, this deck is so good. What the heck? How did I do this on accident? Yeah, I want to get under their counter magic with Crypt Breaker because this card can just win the game on its own. Then we're gonna probably turn to maybe just make a zombie, but I might Thoughtseize. So where is Signet? Okay, well in that case, what do I want to do? I don't know if Force Spike is in the cube. I imagine it would be because this seems like a well-designed cube. I'm just deciding if I want to make a zombie or if I want to Thoughtseize them. Pools and Thoughtseize is very tempting. The other option is Swamp Orzhov Signet and attack because their deck is so reactive. But yeah, I guess Pools into Thoughts. No. Here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna make a token. Our archetype is everything you see before you. Got to tap out for today. Eloki, thank you for tuning in. This will be on YouTube probably soon, so you can catch what you missed. Let's do this. Discarding. I think I like discarding Low Strider because we can just escape it. Although Murderous Cut. No, we'll keep Murderous Cut for now. We'll discard Low Strider. There's Unearth. Wow, that was a very good play by me. Good work, Caleb. So let's play Fetid Pools. I'm gonna discard Orzhov Signet, I think the next time. I'm gonna Thoughtseize them. Yeah, I definitely did all of that on purpose. Definitely 100% calculated by me. So they're gonna, like, I don't know, condescend this. Into the Royal my token. Sure. Alright, Approach of the Second Sung, Aetherling, Ponder, and Sphinx's Revelation. 1, 2, 3, 4, so they're about to go up to 5. Aetherling requires them to hold up mana, and I think I can beat that. So if I just take Approach, it seems like it's going to be very hard for them to win this game. I don't like taking Ponder. Their hand is already good. They have 5 mana. I guess they have to get up to 7 to cast Approach. I can Murderous Cut the Aetherling eventually. I'm not taking Ponder. I think I'm going to take Sphinx's Revelation. Revelation is just better than Approach here. We're going to unearth our Woe Strider, make a token, hit them for 1, because these are not zombies. Because let's say I take Ponder, right? Then they just go land Sphinx's Revelation, draw 2, gain 2 life, and that like digs them farther into things they have that are good. This opponent keeps drawing. What the heck? Oh man, their hands have been bad, but they've drawn really, really well. The G in Caleb G does in fact stand for gamer. You are 100% correct. I have my own Muldrifter. This is a 3/2 that I can sack a creature to scry. Wait, is that actually the person who made the cube? That would be crazy if it is. I'm going to play the arena. That can win me the late game, but I'm going to attack with Woe Strider first, just so they don't know what I'm doing. Well, what I meant is basically, is it an imposter, right? Is it just someone who named themselves Dekkaru, or is it the OG? Yeah, if you put Mana Tithe and Black Braids in the cube, I'm a fan. So thank you so much if that actually is Dekkaru. Ponder. Okay, so they're pondering. They can play Aetherling. Then I can Murderous Cut the Aetherling. That makes my Woe Strider quite a bit worse, but that's okay. I don't know if it is the original Ganon. I can neither confirm nor deny. So they ponder. How did they keep? They chose to shuffle. Okay, so they're keeping mana up for something. Probably counter magic. Ooh, we have Brutality. That's actually kind of perfect. So let's go Drowned Catacomb. And I'm just going to cast a Collective Brutality here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's Brutality them. And then make a zombie probably. Declaration in Stone. Kemster's Insight. So I think at this point I just take Approach of the Second Sun. This can exile a bunch of tokens though. But that's fine. This is their only real win condition that I have trouble dealing with. So we take that. There's 2 Aetherlings. That's gone. Okay. And then we're gonna... So they don't actually have counter magic. I'm just gonna make a zombie here. No, I'm just gonna play the Signet. I need more mana. Then I'll attack for 1. Hello, Michael D. And we don't have any effects or response here, so I can just F6. When is the thesis video coming? I'm trying to have it done by like Saturday. My thesis defense lasted like an hour and a half. So that's an hour and a half of me straight talking. And I practiced the talk like 6 times or something. So I've given the talk many, many times. So I have to actually go through it again to record it for YouTube so I can like, you know, explain things in a little bit more detail than I was before. So it's a lot to go through. Caleb never F6s. Don't even worry. So we can go, this pays life. We could actually be in a little bit of trouble here. Hey, someone just cheered. 100 bits from Chaotic. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Cast a Mully D here. I still have Murderous cut up for Aetherling. And there's a Consecrated Sphinx. Okay. We could be in trouble, actually. Like, this is... Aetherling is kind of a fast clock. Yeah, I think Trophy Buck, a lot of people didn't understand how, like, technical the Thesis defense will be. But I guess we'll see how many people actually watch the video. Oh. Wait. Uh-oh. We might be in trouble. If they have Isochron Scepter Counterspell, they have one unknown. So if they literally drew, because we saw these two cards, so if they literally drew into Counterspell Isochron Scepter off the top, okay, it's just Thought Scour. You can't put Stone on the Scepter because it's only instants. Are they going to make it unblockable? Okay, I'll take actually a lot of damage. Take 4. I'm dying to my own Phyrexian Arena. They're holding up Chemster's Insight. Okay, we're in trouble actually. Freebooter is fine. I guess I can get rid of Declaration in Stone. So let's attack for 2. I think we're okay. We have enough disruption. We can mostly stop our opponent from doing stuff. So we can play Kitesail Freebooter and then escape Woe Strider. Because I don't want Declaration in Stone getting there. I guess I could play Glint Sleeve Siphoner instead. Alright, dismiss their hand. We get to see it again. Sinister Sabotage. Okay. Interesting. I guess I have to take the Sabotage. And then at this point we can just play Glint Sleeve Siphoner and then hold up Cryptbreaker plus Murderous Cut to deal with Aetherling. Get a thing. Our life total is actually very low, so we're trying to kill them very quickly. And I don't know if we're going to accomplish that. If I was any card, what would I would be? The Almighty Brushwag. Almost certainly. So they have Declaration and Stone in hand, and they're going to draw a card. I could redo my thing to be... Wait, they did that main phase. Interesting. They also milled me, which is also interesting. Yeah, I could redo my channel icon to be the Brushwag instead of Chiller Pillar. Gamer glasses on the Brushwag. Yeah, I want to see what it looks like. The Chiller Pillar is really good, but you know, you can't stay the same thing forever. It's like that we need to make a video of Chiller Pillar evolving into the Brushwag. Alright, Aetherling's unblockable. They can hit me for a lot of damage. I can tempo them out with 1 Murderous Cut. So if they put way too much mana into this to go for the kill, I think I'm going to take this 5 for now. Exile Aetherling, return to the battlefield and is under control beginning of the next end step. Okay. I see. So now they have a counter spell. That was actually, I think I've been playing this wrong. I think that was a mistake. Let's make the zombie. Discarding Caves of Koilos. Yeah, I think we're going to die here. I've been playing a little bit too loose. Because if I Murderous Cut, now they get the counter spell back. So it doesn't actually do anything. Alright. I have to find a discard spell. Oh, or a Mist Syndicate Naga. I have to find a way to discard their Aetherling, because I can kill them next turn. So, how do I actually do this? I can rebuy Muldrifter, evoke Muldrifter. That seems like my best bet here. And then I still need mana. I think I can maybe do this. Cryptbreaker, Goat, Muldrifter. So I swing out, except the Goat. I get a thing. We're going to Mist Syndicate Naga this Muldrifter. Then we're going to evoke Muldrifter and hope that they counter it. Because they're dead next turn as well. I evoked this. I think I have to actually fetch with Misty first. Because I want to draw more of my deck. So like the odds of me hitting a land here are lower. I'm not going to get Watery Grave because that's going to kill me too fast. So we can get an island. Evoke Muldrifter. I guess tapping like this because I can draw my 2 mana hand disruption. No, that doesn't make sense. I'm going to use Orzhov Signet. Evoke here. Yeah, I can't imagine them countering this either, but if I draw Thoughtseize, or Inquisition, or 2 land, how about 2 land, huh? Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. You ready? They're going to Isochron Scepter Oh, but they have Azorius Signet. Never mind. They still have counter magic up. Opponent over here playing smart. I think I'm just gonna go for this. I think I just lose this, which is unfortunate. Garrett V XVX, thank you so much for the tier 1 subscription. Yeah, we're just dead. That's unfortunate. Alright, yeah, they counter that, then they kill us. Alright, game 3. We gotta play a little bit more focused. I could have won that if I had kind of correctly identified Aetherling. This can deal with Aetherling, but really Aetherling's not too much of a problem. The biggest problem is I didn't put down a clock fast enough. We can win this game. We'll get there. Alright, let's go first. Smokestack is interesting, but I don't think it's that necessary. This hand's kind of good. We're going to lead on Island, and there's no reason for waiting around to cast Spectral Sailor, because this is something we want in play. So if they have like Force Spike or something, I don't want this getting countered. Then I can turn to Kitesail Freebooter to see what's going. Ooh, I should have taken out Plague Engineer probably, but that's okay. And let's use this to play the Freebooter. Always play around days, except right now. But if they counter Freebooter, then I can unearth them. So they've Into the Royals, Search for his Kanta. Thassa's Oracle seems quite bad. I think I just take Search for his Kanta. I normally don't think that card's that good, but their hand is actually quite terrible. So we take that and leave these other things. Then hit them for 1. Because Search, you know, it's going to help them with the late game, like dig for good cards. Their hand is, oh my gosh. Why, Magic Online? Why do you do this to me? Thought Scour. Okay, so that's their hand and they're about to Thought Scour. Okay. Post it in the art channel. Alright, I'll check it out after this draft. So they got rid of Mental Note Condescend. They play a Darker Wastes. So they can end of turn bounce my Freebooter. That's a lot of land, that's for sure. Alright, let's attack. What do we name on Plague Engineer? Because I don't think Shrinking Thassa's Oracle matters that much. So, yeah, I'm going to do probably 2 drafts depending on how long this takes. I mean, I'm going to play this. Pay 2 life, yes. We're paying a lot of life here, but that's okay. Play Plague Engineer. I think Soldier might be correct. Or probably Human. Human's probably better, actually. Just, I don't know, they could have like an Elspeth or something. Yeah, our mana base is really painful, but we don't really care that much because... Okay, so they really do want that Search for his Kanta. So, Into the Royals down. Like, the only reason they killed us is not because our mana killed us, it's because they had Aetherling, which would have won anyway. Elspeth makes non-human soldiers. That's unfortunate, I guess. Okay, Confluence will be good next turn. So, let's play Island. Hit them for 3. They played a plane, so that's gone. I'm just gonna run out the Kitesail Freebooter, I think, because I want to hold up mana in the following turn. And they brainstorm, so they're gonna hide all of their non-creature spells. Okay. Oh, I'm dropping Dr. Ganon in like a day. Don't worry. It's cool for now, but long term, it's not amazing. Dismiss their hand. Ooh, I get to take Azorius Signet. They have Aetherling. Oh my gosh, what even is this hand? That. Okay, that's their hand. And I'm probably just going to cycle Unearth here. I'm just going to try and kill them very quickly. So Unearth doesn't do a whole lot. I can Mystic Confluence their Aetherling. And I don't know why they brainstormed the way they did, because their hand is just full of literal blanks. I did, in fact, just get my PhD, Fitboo. Oh, how did they hit Treasure Cruise? I actually have no idea how they got to that card, because I brainstormed, put 2 on top. I guess they must have just... No, actually, wait. How did they get to Treasure Cruise? I actually don't know. I'm still just going to cycle Unearth here. Glint Sleeve Siphoner. So I think at this point I can kind of just hold up Mystic Confluence and attack for a bunch. They did hide their best cards on top. Yeah, but I knew their hand, and it was Silent Clearing and the Thassa's Oracle. I guess that Silent Clearing was in their hand. So Thassa's Oracle and Treasure Cruise were what they drew. Okay, that actually makes sense. And I'm just going to pass turn. I have 5 mana up, so I can counter whatever they do. If they don't do anything, I can draw a card. Somewhere between a cube and a sphere. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, I guess that's something they can do. Alright, well, I got rid of my Unearth, and I cannot counter it. So let's draw a card. They're at 8 life, though, which is still very low. And we have a Tide Hollow Scholar, which is very good. So I think I'm going to play Scholar and Woe Strider. White, black, here for Scholar. Look at their hand. Yeah, I don't really want to sack it because the body's actually very relevant here. I could just take Aetherling, they don't really have much going on. And then we play our Woe Strider. And I think I'm just going to play Fetid Pools because I want to play Siphoner and hold up Mystic Confluence next turn. I'm very, very upset at how many times I have to look at their entire hand over here. So they have Thassa's Oracle, Island, Silent Clearing, and I guess I clicked through some. They cycle Fetid Pools, 3, 4, 5 damage. Like, if they're spending mana to kill Scholar to get Aetherling back, then I'll just have Mystic Confluence up, and we kind of just win that way. They play Blocking Oracle, and Evoked Muldrifter. Okay. Opponent's going deep. We have Lethal with Ninjutsu on the Goat. Do I have Lethal? Yeah, that's true. So I will not sacrifice the Goat then to make that possible. So I don't really know what their hand is. I think I know 2 of the 5. Ob Nixilis. I'm just going to hold up Counter Magic and attack. Like, if they go for Approach of the Second Sun or something, we could be in trouble. And we can go... I guess I don't have all the mana I wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm just going to hold up Mystic Confluence. It's hard to imagine them doing enough to actually, like, win the game here. I really thought I was going to be able to cast this and Mystic Confluence, but I guess I'm 1 short. But Thassa's Oracle forces them to chump block, which is not enough, really. And if they cast Thassa's Oracle, I can just let it resolve and then bounce it with Confluence. So they would need Oracle or something else into a counter spell. And even that doesn't work because I can Ob Nixilis kill their blocker. So they're pretty dead here. So when will you be making your first laser gun? I don't actually do that, but my girlfriend does. Declaration in Stone on Woe Strider. This can only sacrifice another creature. I think I let that happen. Can she show us her laser gun? So most laser guns are like super protected by the government. So probably not. But you can just look up like high power laser diode on YouTube. I'll let them resolve a Thassa's Oracle. I don't really stream decklist. This is just kind of... Okay, so I know nothing about their hand. I can get rid of that. This is just kind of a celebration, and I might stream more now. We'll just kind of see. So, do I want a Mystic Confluence? Because the Oracle is kind of annoying. And I really do just want to cast Ob Nixilis and kill the Oracle. So, I think I'm going to cast this. Bouncing a creature, drawing 2. Beta Blocker, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime subscription. Oh, and there's our Naga. Perfect. That should just close the game out. So we attack with both, and then we put the Naga in for the Goat. They're like, why is he doing this? So now they need to deal with the Naga in order to survive. Then we play Ophiomancer. They go to 1 life, and they kind of just lose. Oh no! Sorry I missed your message. I'm streaming right now. I'm sorry everyone had busy. I'm so bad at reading stuff. Yeah, you can't counter ninjutsu and it's so good. I'm actually very impressed with this card. I took it kind of suspiciously, but it does a lot of work here. All right, see you guys next round. Hello for everyone watching on YouTube. Round 2 here. We're gonna keep the card Caleb getting PhD. So I actually had a custom card made for me, and it was a Planeswalker. It was 5 colors, and the +1 said destroy target permanent at random, or it chaos warped a random permanent at random. So like it picked a random target and then it chaos warped that target. So you like flip up the top card and put it into play. I think the downtick reversed the turn order. No, the downtick let random people take control of random people's turns. I remember that one. And then the ultimate did something else, or maybe the ultimate let random people take control of random turns. So like in a 4-player game, like you would roll a dice to see whose turn you got, and then everyone else would roll dice to see whose other people's turns they got. It was nonsense, but it was fun. Don't you dare call it a Twitch Prime sub, you monster. Bottleless BM, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Sloth King Nor, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Agent Michael Skarn, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. I believe we have started the scam train here. Please attack. Oh man. All right, so we're gonna get because they have Blood Artist and I have all my mana, I'm just going to get an island here and get down the Sailor. I don't want to take too much damage because this card's super scary. Cruestion, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Wow, you guys are going crazy. I really appreciate it. So we're gonna get down Kitesail Freebooter. Although, do I want to play the Scrounger? I want to play the Freebooter. I want to know what's in their hand. Oh, glad I played the Freebooter. Although they have a Bone Shredder. Knight's Whisper versus Vindicate. Man, their hand is good. I'm gonna take Knight's Whisper, I think. Although, I'm gonna be racing. You know what? I'll take Vindicate. Next turn, they're gonna Bone Shredder my Spectral Sailor. The following turn, yeah, cut them off of white mana, then hit them for 1. Oh, I want to attack here. If I miss a Twitch Prime sub, please don't feel bad telling me that I missed it. I don't want to miss it. I'm just scatterbrained here. What are we doing today? Today is the Dekkaru Cube, which so far it's an amazing cube. I think this might be one of the most fun cubes I've played, aside from Pauper Cube, because Pauper Cube was my favorite by far, but that's hard to beat. So if I had played Scrap Heap, I guess nothing really would have changed. Next turn I can play Godless Shrine tapped, and then get down Scrap Heap. Never mind, we're playing a Woe Strider off of an untapped Godless Shrine. Woe Strider is actually pretty bad in the face of a Blood Artist, but here we are. 2 life, and I am not going to attack with a Freebooter because I don't want to take damage off Bone Shredder if I need to. Like if I attack, they get a free block with this, who knows. Dekkaru Cube. Okay. Sorry. I've been playing a lot of Zelda. And see, now if you get Laser Vision... Oh, and they paid to keep the Bone Shredder. If we give you Laser Vision, then you can wear the sunglasses that you've been photoshopping on so that nobody will know. Man, all these cards are so bad in the face of Blood Artist. So I can attack with these 2. Because they can't kill my Woe Strider. And I know their hand, which was revealed like 500 times for some reason. Bone Shredder was cast, so they played a Mountain. So I know Mentor the Meek, Vindicate, and 1 unknown. Okay. Someone just did something. We love you, Caleb. Thank you so much, Franji Bandi. I'm not pronouncing anything correctly now. My brain is fried from yesterday. Here we're gonna play Ophiomancer and the Silent Clearing. Get a snake. Holy cow! Whoa! Sloth King Nord, thank you so much for gifting, what is that, 10 subscriptions? You guys are crazy. Wow, thank you. Everyone has a 1 in 14 chance of getting a gift sub. What a champion. Are we able to share our cube draft with you? I usually just watch you on YouTube, so I don't know how the stream rules are. I don't know what that means. Like, if you want to share your deck that you drafted, I mean, you can post a link in chat, that's cool. I am not good at multitasking, so I might not necessarily see it, but do I want to give them a life to scry 1? I kind of do, because I do want to I also want to attack with it though, so I don't think I'm going to. I want to cast Muldrifter here, but I want to attack with the snake, and that worked out. So we can attack with basically everything. I think I'm even okay. Let's see, they played Mentor. Attack, attack, attack. Do I attack with Ophiomancer? They can trade here, but that stops them from drawing. That seems fine, because that's their only good block. I did pronounce it correctly. Okay, that's good. Molten Gold, thank you for the subscription. Oh, it's just going through all the people who got gifted subs. That makes sense. Let's cast our Molly D. That way their Vindicate is just not that good. Ooh, Mystic Confluence and Mist Syndicate Naga, both are going to be very nice here. I can basically just Confluence, bounce their board, and swing out, and that should get there. Love the content, congrats on the PhD, keep up the great work, my man. Will you be doing another draft after this one? Yes, especially thanks to you, Sloth King. Okay, so they're getting back Knight's Whisper. So this is going to die anyway, so now I can sacrifice it to scry, because that trigger is going to happen anyway. So yeah, the plan is to do at least 1 more draft. And I'm hoping to like stream this cube quite a bit because I'm enjoying it. Do I want an island? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. So we know Vindicate, that's what they cast. They're going to cast Knight's Whisper. They must be in trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can Confluence bounce their board. Play an island. Can Confluence bounce their board, or I can just cast Consecrated Sphinx? Or I can Naga like a Muldrifter or something? I am going to post a video of my defense, yes. And Monty, I'll respond to you in a second. I just need to decide what I'm doing here. If I bounce both of these and I hit them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think I'm just going to jam the Sphinx. That's kind of too good to pass up, but I'm going to attack first so they don't know what's coming on. Swing out and hold up Confluence. That's actually also tempting. We'll see how they block. If they like trade off Mentor. Oh. Yeah, at this point I think I'm just going to hold up Confluence. They're taking all of it. That's really scary. So I'm just going to have counter magic and hope that's enough. Because I can bounce their blockers and turn the goat into a 3-power creature. So I have enough to win. But if they have like a board wipe here, that's really bad. Fate's Fetters on Muldrifter. So let's see, that puts them up to 7, and I can hit them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I'm gonna do here is counter this unless they pay 3, and then bounce both of their creatures. If they pay 3 to let this resolve, they're dead, and if they don't pay 3, then they can only recast one thing here. Counter, although giving them the option is probably not necessarily a good idea. Yeah, actually I'm just gonna counter and bounce 1 here. Counter this, and bounce... I kind of like bouncing Mentor instead of Blood Artist. 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can't actually pay for this, and then Mentor goes to hand. Okay, people send a lot of things here while I was missing this. Monty said, hey, I just wanted to thank you for all the awesome content. That 1 week of everyday upload really got me through self-isolation, and I really love falling asleep to your vids. First time catching a stream, loving it so far. Thank you so much, Monty. Chaotic says, I should be learning Unity and game dev right now, but I'm watching your nerdness instead. Well, you know, there's a time for play and there's a time for fun. And then Garu says, hey Caleb, here's the link to my draft. Just wanted to share it because I think you would like this deck. I love the content. Keep up the good work. Captured with Light Shot. So this is their deck. Ooh, it looks very similar to ours. Not as good mana fixing, but they have, wow. Yeah, this deck looks better than ours. Shinobi, Thief of Sanity, Doom Whisperer. Yeah, I'm digging it. You're missing Thoughtseize, but you have enough disruption. That deck's sweet. Thanks for sharing. I think a lot of people like watch my videos and sleep, which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but here we are. Yeah, we'll keep this. We've had a lot of good opening hands. Okay, they lead on Canyon Slough. So their deck's like very slow, but Blood Artist is a problem. We can lead off the Sailor. That's good to hear that I have a relaxing voice. Night's Whisper. All right, they're taking a lot of damage here. Splash in the Sailor. Next turn we can play Signet, and if we can get down a fast Nyxlis, that's going to be really nice. So we can go Swamp, Signet, attack. Then we play Ophiomancer, and I think I'm going to play... I guess it depends on what they do. But I'm probably going to play Ob before Muldrifter, because the ultimate's pretty good here. How do you feel about this cube so far? So far it seems like one of the best designed cubes. Oh, Mimic Fat. Uh-oh. It seems like a cube that was actually designed. Other than like, a lot of the cubes that I see, like Modern Cube, Legacy Cube, they just kind of take a bunch of good cards and put it in a pile, which is fine. But you like, I really like cubes that have synergies that someone actually put work into thinking out. And this cube doesn't seem to have many dead cards. Like, everything at least appears to have a purpose, which I really like. I'm going to play Ophiomancer instead of Arena. Although if we're playing the Mimic Vat card advantage war... Nah, we have so much card advantage here. We'll get there. Just Miji Shiju, audiobook reading of all the old MTG novels. That's... So I actually listen to like certain YouTube videos to fall asleep. Lately I've been listening to League of Legends, which is most certainly not calming, but it's just engaging enough. Like, I don't play League of Legends. I played like a tiny bit in college. So I'm bad enough to... Oh no, that's actually kind of a problem. I'm bad enough to know that I don't know a lot of stuff about the game, but I'm good enough to like recognize when good things are happening, so I can kind of vaguely pay attention to it. All right, let's check out Coconuts'... Oh man, that's pretty good. I think someone else shared one in the art thing. So while someone looks at my hand, here, this is Snog's Brushwag. I like it a lot. You guys are all doing good work. All right, so they take up Nyxlis, which makes sense. Ooh, competitive poker to fall asleep is a good idea. They don't do anything. Cool. So I can go Scrap Heap, Phyrexian Arena. Although Scrap Heap is pretty bad in the face of Mimic Vat. So let's attack with these two, because Mimic Vat, yeah, it doesn't die right away. So they could just take something on my upkeep, but they would have to keep paying mana. So I'm kind of okay with that exchange. And then I really don't want to play Muldrifter, because if they kill it, they can just draw infinite cards off Mimic Vat. So what do I do? Because Mimic Vet's so good. I think I'm going to go with the Arena into the Scrounger. The Royal Egg, what's up? Yep, I'm streaming. Do that. Let's play Scrap Heap Scrounger. And if they swap what's under the Mimic Vat, I get it back to my graveyard. So Scrap Heap Scrounger will be able to get there eventually, hopefully. I just really don't want to let them kill this and draw a bunch of cards. Yeah, Coconuts, and who was the other one who did the Brushwag? We'll discuss what the upcoming channel signet should be. What on earth kind of cube is this? It's the Dekkaru Cube. I said the Dekkaru Cube last time. It looks to be somewhere around a Legacy Cube level power level, but it's built around actual synergies and good card interactions, so it's pretty fun. It should be the Dekkaru Cube, but I think Dekkaru is someone's name, so that would be kind of disrespectful. Okay, so they go for the Throat My Ophiomancer. They get their own Ophiomancer. Then they're going to get a Death Touch creature. This is, yeah, kind of a problem. Yeah, it's Dekkaru. We want to credit the right person. It is the Dekkaru Cube. I just said it wrong because I'm bad at talking. Yeah, sorry, Dekkaru. Yeah, you did a good job designing this, at least from what I can tell from one draft. And as far as I can tell, are there swords in this cube? There are no swords. Yes! Finally, someone took it out. So opponent has some complicated lines they can go for here. They can Mimic that on their end of turn. Okay, cannot block here, so that's just going to happen. They can Mimic that on their end of turn to create an Ophiomancer that will make a snake on my upkeep. And then they have 2 blockers. So I really can't attack, which is what they're doing. That makes sense. I don't know why the swords are in Vintage Cube. I think they're all pretty much terrible. I could see keeping in like 1 green sword, because sometimes attacking into mono green is like important. Oh, Mystic Confluence. Okay. I think, oh, I can't actually cast that. I see. Well, that's a problem. I can Mesmeric Fiend their hand. Well, we're gonna attack for 1. That's all I can do here. And the Royal Egg, I am going to release my Thesis Defense probably on Saturday or something. I have to actually record it, which is gonna take some time. So I can't actually cast Mystic Confluence. I could Mole Drifter, but if they kill it, like if they go Bone Shredder or something, then I'm in a lot of trouble. So I think I'm going to main phase Spectral Sailor, hope to draw a land, and then if I draw a land, I can also Mesmeric Fiend. Yes. Perfect. See what's going on in there. Oh boy, what the heck? What the heck is going on over there? Okay, they have Experimental Frenzy, which I'm not that scared of. Obnixilis, which is kind of a problem. Venerated Loxodon. They don't have many creatures, and then Spear of Heliod, which is also fine. So I think I just take Obnixilis here. So they don't actually have a way to kill my Muldrifter, which is good. They might just jam an Experimental Frenzy, but we're going to win the card advantage race if they do that. So I think we can cast a Muldrifter. We're also going to Phyrexian Arena. Probably they go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know, Venerated Loxodon. If they hit a land, they can Loxodon and Ophiomancer. Cataclysmic Revenge. I'm going to head out for now, Brocado. Going to eat and do some other boring, not boring thingies. Congrats on the PhD and good luck in the rest of the matches. Thank you, Chaotic Revenge. I appreciate you tuning in. And Scotty Arch subscribed at tier 1. They've been subscribed for 5 months. So, ooh, okay, so they're gonna Swords My Fiend. That's cool. For those who don't know, I don't stream that much. So it's actually kind of awesome that someone's been subscribed for 5 months, even though I've streamed like once during that time window. So I do honestly appreciate it, Scotty. Thank you. My favorite snack is, right now I'm super into dried figs. Dried figs are amazing. They taste just like Fig Newtons, which I guess is what you would expect. But they're like healthy and they're very sugary and good. Like, I'm about it. Okay, so now that was actually a good turn for them. So they kill my thing, then they play the Loxodon, pump up their creatures. And now they have an Obnixilis in play. Yeah, this is getting a little scary. We draw 2 land. So I can attack with these 2. Although I maybe want my Death Touch Snake back. In fact, I think I probably do. So I'm just going to attack here. And then hold up Mystic Confluence. Plus cycling Fetid Pools, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Thought I was on a streak, but I guess it didn't renew automatically. The next step will. I honestly owe you for all of your content I watched on YouTube. I appreciate it, Jundasaur. Yeah, nobody is ever obligated to watch any of my content on YouTube or to pay for any of the content, but I really do appreciate people who are willing to support this. So I think I block here. They keep their 2/2 Death Touch, and that's fine because they can get this back, but they can't convoke it, so that's cool with me. You are very obligated to watch it. Yeah, that's not what I meant. Look, my brain is fried. Yesterday was a very stressful day, so I'm just streaming to relax here. Give me a break. Hazelnuts are also really good, but I think a lot of like hazelnuts are they trigger allergies in a lot of people, so they're kind of sketchy to eat all the time. I'm very into cashews personally and walnuts. All right, opponent, what are you doing here? I want them to just jam Ob Nixilis. Spear of Heliod. So they can pump their team and then they can kill my creatures, which is actually kind of a problem. So I think what we're going to do here is counter that, bounce Tidehollow Scholar, and maybe their Snake. I don't even really need to draw a card, actually. Yeah, let's just go for a very good tempo play here. Counter this, bounce, bounce. They can't recast Scholar, so then I get to jam Ob Nixilis while they're tapped low. Yeah, Thesis defenses are more or less a formality. So, like, it wasn't stressful in that I was worried I was going to fail. It was stressful in the sense that I had to talk about technical stuff for an hour and a half. No, they did have it. Oh wait, they're keeping up mana, okay. I had to talk about technical stuff for an hour and a half. And my defense was kind of involved. So I was trying to get through everything really quickly. And I don't know, like, presentations are sometimes stressful, like in the same way that streaming is kind of stressful because you're doing something in front of a bunch of people. So if you mess up, it's kind of awkward. All right, I'm gonna attack for 1, and then I can jam Ob Nixilis and draw a card. Let's play Ob Nixilis. I guess I want to use Caves of Koilos. Wait. Let's do this better. Tap this, 3/4. There we go. Cast Ob Nixilis. Yeah, just put it like, I think just people don't understand that streaming is not, you know, it's not the easiest thing in the world, which is why I don't do it all the time. But I do it when I can, and I like doing it when I can. Let's play Freebooter. That way they're gonna Mimic that at end of turn here to get a 4/4. And we can take their Ob Nixilis now. Oh my gosh, why? Magic Online, why are you doing this to me? Play Watergrave, tapped. Last turn. So they can get 2 4/4s and swing at Ob Nixilis. And I might just have to let that happen. We can have 6 for equity now. I think I won game 1, which will be good if I win. My architectural thesis review was about the most stressed I've ever been. I don't even like thinking about it, but immediately after was such a relief. Yeah, I slept the best I have ever slept last night, at least according to my Fitbit. Oh, they're attacking me. Well, I know the rest of their hand, so I'm just going to let this happen. Although, am I going to let this happen? They can't actually cast anything. I'm going to hit them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I take 8 here. I go to 5, I go to 4, I go to 3. I don't know what to do. The only way I die here is by taking this. I think I'm just gonna block. They get Ob Nixilis back, but that's cool. I think the only way I lose this game is by them like burning me out somehow. I have defense in 1 month and honestly though it's freebie. Now I'm stressed. No, it's definitely a freebie, Bane Ephemerate. Like, if they're letting you defend, they're saying that you're ready. How did they get an Ophiomancer? Oh, they just cast an Ophiomancer, okay. If they're letting you defend, they're essentially just saying that you're ready to get your PhD. So basically, if they're allowing you to get to that process, the odds of you failing are almost 0. The only stress comes in with like preparing your talk and all of that. Do I want to kill something? I can kill their Ophiomancer and then Collective Brutality. Wait, that's 4, 5, 6. I can put him to 2. Actually, that seems fine. Let's kill Ophiomancer. Max escalate this Collective Brutality with an island. And I guess I play Moldrifter first so I get more cards to discard. Or just more options. Like, you generally want to play your card draw before you do anything. Oh, okay. This actually works out really nicely. So I can cast this, escalate 3 modes. So they reveal their hand, we kill that, they lose life. I'm going to discard these 2. Dismiss their hand. Okay, so we know what's in their hand. Now I can Inquisition them and take their Tidehollow Scholar just in case. And then I have Murderous Cut up to deal with any further nonsense. And that should hopefully lock the game up. I'm at 10 life. They would have to hit something like really good off Frenzy or Ob Nixilis. And they go to 2 here. So they can't even really activate Ob Nixilis. Now that you have my PhD, are you thinking about your channel as a career or a hobby? I'm not sure yet. I mean, I don't think the Magic YouTube channel will ever be a career. It's just not, like, you don't make much money. No offense, guys, but the viewer count for videos about Magic is just much, much lower than there is enough to make a living off of. Streaming could be an option, but streaming, I don't really plan on doing that full time anyway. It's just not for me. I like having the freedom to do kind of research and stuff. So I'm just gonna keep doing this as a hobby, and I want to start doing a science or physics based YouTube channel, because there's a lot more people out there who are interested in learning about math, science, and physics, and I think it'll be more useful for people. So the plan is to do both and kind of see what happens. Yeah, I guess we're in the finals, so we'll see you there. All right, we are here in the finals. I won the die roll. Let's go first. We've had only good opening hands, and that trend has not stopped. Awesome, Caleb. Sounds like a plan. Thank you. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. I imagine it'll work pretty well. I always forget how old I am. I'm 26, I think. Opponent mulliganed into a Thoughtseize. So that's never fun. Although they are on the draw, so that helps. Oh boy. Okay. Dread Wanderer, they can just get back. Gravecrawler, they can also just get back, and that's a zombie. Jackal-Pup, okay, this is actually kind of a scary hand to see, especially that I'm paying life for this Thoughtseize. I'm tempted to take the Shriekmaw. I don't know what to do here. Let's see. Alehouse, welcome to the stream. Thank you. Let's see. What do I do? What do I take? They don't have an untapped black. That is true. So they're gonna go Jackal-Pup turn 1. So I think probably taking Jackal-Pup is probably the good idea. Dekkaru, the cube architect, knows the plays here. I'm essentially paying 2 life to prevent 2 damage. I don't know if that's a good thing, but no, wait, what? Did I just get jebaited? I think I just got jebaited. Dekkaru, you jebaited me. What the heck? It's cool though. Okay, so Scrap Heap Scrounger, I mean, most of their stuff can't really block. Yeah, I actually thought the same thing as you, Dekkaru, but that's probably because you told me it was a Dragon Skull Summit. Either way, it was funny, so I'm not mad. I think here we're gonna go turn 2 Scrap Heap just to get something in play, and then turn 3 probably evoke Moldrifter and hope to get there. They play Gravecrawler, they can Shriekmaw something anyway, but I did take their only creature who can block. No, this can block too. Yeah, I should have taken Dread Wanderer, but if they only had 1 untapped source, then what I did would have made sense. Uh-oh, this is gonna be a problem. Opponent mulliganed effectively to 5 here, and we're just getting browned. Let's evoke Moldrifter. This can't block. See where we can go from there. Ooh, Plague Engineer naming Zombie is gonna be amazing. Yeah, that's gonna do some work. Uh-oh. What the heck? What is this start from the opponent? Holy cow. Okay. We can do this. Let's go Plague Engineer. They cannot Shriekmaw the Plague Engineer, and this can't block, so we have to attack here. I think we can still do this. We attack. We're gonna play the Engineer, holding up blue, naming Zombie, pass turn. They're gonna hit us for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. I could also block Handwear Garrison, which is not the worst idea, because they're just gonna get like infinite tokens. It could be correct to name human, but either way I'm locking them off of, like, naming Zombie prevents 4 damage, whereas naming human only prevents... Oh, actually yeah, because it would have shrunk the garrison. Interesting. And they can just get back Dread Wanderer. Yeah, actually I think I was supposed to name human. Alright, well, this is something. Let's flash in Spectral Sailor, and I think just block the 2 tokens. Take 4. Hope they don't have any play this turn. It was Shriekmaw and 1 unknown last turn. I can tell you what the average age is in my YouTube channel. It's like, there's 2 peaks. There's one at like 23 to 30, and then there's one at like 65 plus. which is kind of interesting. All right, what do we got? No, that's not what we wanted. Well, we're attacking with the scrap heap. I think I'm just dead though. I think I actually have to cycle this to try and hit something playable here. I'm pretty much just dead on board. The Naga. Yeah, that blocks. I go to 5, but this at least blocks. It would have been really nice if I could have ninjutsu'd the Plague Engineer, but I moved through combat, so that was kind of my mistake, because if I had attacked with Plague Engineer, yeah, that's why you draw cards before you ninjutsu. I could have attacked with Plague Engineer, returned it to hand, hit them with this. I would have had the same thing with a blocker, and then I would have been able to play this naming human. Although they would have been able to get back Dread Wanderer. So maybe that's not the best. Shriekmaw kills my Naga. Right, I forgot about that. Am I dead? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I block here and I take 4, and then they get back zombies. Alright. I don't think I can win this. See what their last card was and then concede. Ooh, I like their hand. Alright. We're super dead. I don't know how to say your name. Zeosin? Thank you for the tier 1 subscription. So I'm glad you're streaming to get the kids nappings, playing some Ark, and then Caleb pops up on my phone. No problem. I'm planning to stream at least a little bit in the next coming days. Number 1, because this cube seems very fun. And number 2, I have more free time. So Kaya's Guile makes 1/1s, exiles their graveyard, and gains me life, which seems kind of good. I don't think I can afford to play Phyrexian Arena. Dreadhorde Butcher would be good if I can get it in there. I think this is just a pretty bad matchup. Like, all this hand disruption, like Thoughtseize, is just really bad against them. So how do I do this? When this dies, put a counter on target knight you control. So I guess I want this because it trades off. Unbreakable Formation. Creatures gain indestructible, so I can trade off? Maybe. I think I'm getting rid of Sunbaked Canyon for Plains, because taking damage off my lands is kind of a huge problem here. And what else do I do? Yeah, Foundation seems fine. I can like blow them out. It's got to be better than something. I like Inquisition because it can get rid of creatures. Kitesail Freebooter is probably not that great. It's just a 2-mana 1/2 really. So we're gonna play Formation and Venerable Knight. Decrease the amount of early black mana I have to go up on white mana, because like this is my only shot playing this turn 1 of getting there. This deck is good, but this matchup's very hard. Yeah, we should be doing another draft. Let's submit this and run it. Survey says currently most people are your age group. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Let's go first. All right, we do have Plague Engineer again. This hand is good because we have a lot of chunky boys. We just need to not get completely run over by 1-drops. Any chance to play the sack deck? I mean, there's a chance of playing anything. I draft what's open, so if it's open, I'll play it. Congrats on your PhD. As said, it doesn't change life immediately, but it's just a great accomplishment. Thank you. Yeah, it's, I mean, the immediate change it had for me is I had the best sleep I've ever had because I didn't have to like worry or think about anything. Like I'm my own agent now. I can do whatever I want, which is a really comforting feeling. So here I can probably just Plague Engineer Zombie because I can Murderous Cut if they do play a Handwear Garrison. Although yes, I will Plague Engineer Zombie. This is amazing. All right. Oh man, so they're gonna make a 1/1 and just lose a life every turn. That's all this card does. It's a 2-mana enchantment that makes them lose a life every single turn. Oh, that's great. And then next turn I can play a Doom Whisperer. Do I Doom Whisperer or do I Murderous Cut the Handwear Garrison? I think I probably just have to Murderous Cut this thing. It gets really scary, although a 6/6 Flying Trample is huge, and most of the removal probably doesn't... Someone says cut in all caps. Another person says cut. So here's the benefits of Murderous Cut. It's the least risky play. But they have a Dreadhorde Invasion, which is just killing them every turn. So if I play Doom Whisper, I have a 6/6, which is just going to kill them like very quickly. We'll play it safe, because you guys are being conservative, I guess. I don't think we really have time to be conservative here. I think Doom Whisper is probably the better pick, but this is the finals, yes. We're down 1 game, but Dreadhorde Engineer versus Dreadhorde Invasion is kind of funny. See? You guys? Doom Whisper would have been great. I'm never listening to Twitch chat again. Draw a land though. Okay, never mind. We're good. Play Consecrated Sphinx. Draw a bunch of cards. Now they're gonna start getting zombies, which is not amazing. But I can draw Unearth with the Sphinx, which would be amazing. Okay, no attacks. Well, maybe they attack if they have burn or something. So I already drew some. I think I'm just gonna take it. They could also be like desperate, like they just have to try that. We're gonna sacrifice a swamp here. Not too big of a deal. Ooh, Ob Nixilis. So they also have to sacrifice something. And I think I'm better off just attacking here. So let's hit them for... no, because I can block these two. Let's play land. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So I can't really double spell super easily. I can Scrap Heap Scrounger. Actually, maybe Scrap Heap Glint Sleeve is good here. Let's go... Yeah, I think actually Glint Sleeve Scrap Heap is good. Glint Sleeve... Because Glint Sleeve can block Flame Tongue Kavu pretty freely. And Scrap Heap is also just kind of a nice card. I can get rid of the Plague Engineer if I want to. And given that, I think I'm actually going to get in there with the Sphinx. Because they're losing life every turn. What has been my impression of the Ikoria draft format? Well, I did exactly 3 drafts the first day it came out. And those were fun. But it seems like... Ooh, Unbreakable Formation is going to be nice. It seems like cycling is overpowered from what I've seen. Siege Gang Commander. Okay. Fair enough. I'm not going to do anything. They have a commander, so Braids is now kind of an issue. Should not have let Braids survive. So we get rid of our Scrap Heap. Or do I keep Scrap Heap so I can Foundation? Because I can hit them for 5 in the air with Vigilance. That seems not the worst thing in the world. So I just get rid of an Orzhov Signet. Cast a main phase Unbreakable Formation. Then I have all of these blockers. They're going to take 5 and fall to 4, go to 3, and then Sphinx kills them next turn. I'll risk it. They also have to chump block a lot, which I also like. Okay, we'll sack this. There's our land. So let's go Caves. The other option is just casting Doom Whisperer, which is actually probably just better. Change my mind. Get in there, Doomy boy. Because then I have 2 lethal flying threats, right? I hit them for 4. They take 1. Yeah, this just seems way better. I should have attacked with Scrap Heap, but that's on me. I like this cube so far way more than regular Modern Cube, but I've only done 1 draft, so it's hard to say. Yeah, I should have attacked with this. They'd have 1 less token. Oh, okay, they conceded. So Goblin, but is good, and Zombie's also a good name. This one in the Pauper Cube, well, so the problem with all of the like Legacy Cube, Modern Cube, and whatever, is it's just they take like all the best cards. And that's so boring. You want actual archetypes and synergies that like are designed for in the cube so that you have unique play experiences instead of just like, oh, I drafted black, white, good stuff again. I think we're just gonna keep it the same. Not much I can really do here. We could play Smokestack, but that seems like a terrible idea against them. And just hope for the best. Well, so lack of sweepers can be like an intentional design choice. Count Coco Fang donated $10. I can't read the message. Let's see if I can go over here and read it. Congrats, Caleb. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What was I saying? Yeah, you can decide not to put a sweeper in your cube if you want to create a format where playing creatures is safe. You know, there's a lot of different decisions you can go, and you can also make conditional sweepers. Like in my Sliver Cube, I didn't put that many sweepers in the format because I wanted the format to be where you could play creatures kind of safely and not worry about getting board wiped too much. I think most of the board wipes were like 6 mana plus. Is there a reason we didn't draft 4 drops in the main? I just didn't take any. This hand is about as good as we can expect to get. It has all of our colors and we can ramp. No! Okay. Whew. Is there a place you can find my Peasant Cube? Probably somewhere in the Discord. It might be linked. Otherwise, I can provide a link eventually. Uh-oh. Their deck's so good. Oh my gosh. No, we actually got the Sliver Cube to work, Coconuts, the second time. And I'm hoping to run it more now that I have like more free time and stuff. Okay, Watery Grave or Fetid Pools? I guess I'm low on land, so I'm gonna get Fetid Pools because I could see myself wanting to get a land untapped, even if it does cost a lot of life. Then I can play Tidehollow Scholar. Do I even want to do that? I think I kind of need to. Black-white. It's essentially just a body, but it also lets me know what they have going on in hand. Oh boy. Bone Shredder, Gravecrawler. Their deck is insane. I kind of just want to take Gravecrawler, and then they don't really have too many plays. Although, sacrifice 2 other creatures. Yeah, I'm going to take Gravecrawler here. Just to kind of limit their turn development. They can play Bone Shredder, sacrifice both of these, and kill my Scholar. And then use that black mana to cast Gravecrawler. But that does put them down quite a bit on board. That would be actually amazing if Coconuts was an AI that I made. This would be like, has anyone seen Ex Machina? So you can get it back if they attack. So we're just going to take it. He's a very advanced time step bot. Yeah, I just saw Ex Machina like 2 weeks ago or something. It was pretty good. Okay. So they're... Oh, that's actually kind of clever. So they're evoking Shriekmaw so that it's not going to kill anything. But then they can Priest of the Forgotten God to get back Gravecrawler. That's clever. Whoa! DiCamilo, thank you so much for gifting 5 tier 1 subs to my community. We're gonna have a lot of subscribers here in a second. Yeah, that was a sick play by the opponent. I think I'm going to be able to... see, I need to get creatures down for Plague Engineer. That's a Skeleton Warrior. And I get to choose 2. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot of gift subs. Thank you guys. Eventually just everyone in this chat is going to be subscribed. And they got back Gutterbones to hand, and then they're going to play Gutterbones. Good plays, opponent. Good plays. Ooh, that's pretty good. This is sacrifice 2 other creatures. So what do we know about their hand? We know they have a Bone Shredder, and that's about it. I think I know what I'm going to do here. We're going to go Swamp and hold up Kaya's Guile. And then we're going to make a 1/1. Oh no. This is so bad. Yep. I can gain 4 life and they play a Gravecrawler. Okay. Yeah, this is a huge problem. So I can kill their Gutterbones with Kaya's Guile. Do they have any zombies? They just have this one. I mean, we're going to cast Kaya's Guile here. I think we're going to make each opponent sacrifice a creature and we're going to make a spirit to block with. That's about as good as we can get here. Bold Bowegg, thank you for gifting a tier 1 subscription. I don't think Bones is a zombie, it's just a skeleton warrior. Oh, no, I made a mistake. Oh gosh, why did I do this? This is not a winnable matchup, there's no way. I'm saying the sack deck is really good, but I'm just saying I'll play it if it's open. So I can't even get them with Plague Engineer because they'll just sack stuff to Priest. Alright, let's... Yeah, my opponent's deck is one of the best that I've seen. So if I play the Naga, that doesn't even do anything because we know they have Bone Shredder. So I can Plague Engineer, kill their Gutterbones. I mean, yeah, I might as well. If I draw Unearth, that could be a way I get back into this. So what do we name? Skeleton Warrior, Human Shaman, Human Cleric. Warrior, I guess? They can do 1 damage to me. If they play any creature, they can sacrifice a bunch of stuff, kill my Plague Engineer, and I think I'm just dead on board, but we're fighting the good fight. I think I'm dead, right? They play these 2. I lose 2 from this, 2 from this, I take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I go to 1. And then Bone Shredder dies on my upkeep. So we're just gonna concede here. They actually just have lethal right now. Well, you know, I'll keep it going. This is gone. Right, because they can't attack with Priest. Okay, I'm not going to concede. Yeah, no, their deck is... It's really good, it's very fast, and it's interactive, and it's hard to get a deck that does all of those. I'm at 3 life, so they just untap with that and kill me. Alright, good games, good deck, opponent. For those on YouTube, that was a great draft. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys next time.